starting the work of the day, students, there are some questions. First, what is factorization? Yes, students, you have done before this. Factorization means to convert the given polynomial or expression in the form of product, as p of x is equal to g of x into h of x form, where g of x and h of x are the factors. Now, why we use factorization? Factorization helps to reduce study of a complicated expression to the study of simpler expression. That's why we use the factorization. So the unit number 5, factorization. Topic is same, factorization, and the objective. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to factorize the expressions of the type that are the type C and D. C type is a square plus minus 2ab plus b square, and the D a square minus b square. And students, you will be well aware of these two identities. In fact, there are three identities: a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a square minus 2ab plus b square, a square minus b square. So the first type, factorization of the type a square plus minus 2ab plus b square. And example number 2 from book page 99 has been taken to explain the procedure. 12x square minus 36x plus 27. First, students, in the factorization, it is the rule. Step number 1, you will check what is common. So first, what we are going to check, what is common. So common number is 3. Only 3 constant term is common in all that 3 terms, as 3 can be divided by 12, 36 and 27 perfectly. So 3 will be out of the bracket. 4x square minus 12x plus 9 will be inside. Now you will check 4x square minus 12x plus 9 whether it is a perfect square or not. So you will close the whole square as 2x whole square minus formula 2, 2x into 3 plus 3 whole square. And it is a perfect square, so we will close it. 3 into 2x minus 3 whole square. Now convert square into product form. 3 into 2x minus 3 into 2x minus 3. This is the factorized form. So such type of expression will be converted into whole square, and then the factor form will be obtained. Exercise 5.1, question number 3, second part, a square over b square minus 2 plus b square over a square. Now the fractions are given to you, but they are having a square on it, so we can close the square. A over b whole square minus 2 into a over b into b over a plus b over a whole square. Student, one thing you have noticed, nothing is common there. So we have started closing the whole square directly. It is a perfect square, so we will close it. A over b minus b over a whole square. Now convert it into a product form. A over b minus b over a into a over b minus b over a. This is the final answer. I hope it is easy for you. Now, question number 3, third part. X plus y whole square minus 14 into x plus y plus 49 z square. Now students, already whole squares are there. You will just check perfect square. X plus y is already in a square. Don't touch it. Don't expand it. Taking x plus y as a. So a square minus 14a plus 49 z square. Now 49 is also having a perfect square. So we will close x plus y whole square and 7z whole square. Both squares are perfect. So minus 2 into a into b. X plus y into 7z. In this way we will close the whole square. Now x plus y minus 7z is the perfect square, which will be written in a product form, and then the answer will be obtained. Now the D type we are going to discuss. That is a square minus b square. This is the third identity. You already know about it. Example number 2, book page 99 has been taken. To explain the procedure, 4x square minus 2y minus z whole square. Students, keep it in mind, whenever there are two perfect square and the negative symbol is coming in between them, we can apply the third identity. And we are using the third identity in factorization. So 4x square, we will close it, 2x whole square, minus is already there, 2y minus z is already in a whole square, don't expand it. Now, one time you will add and one time you will subtract. So 2x minus 2y minus z, and we will use the proper square bracket here because already small bracket is coming inside. Then 2x plus 2y minus z. Student, it's z minus z. 2x minus 2y minus minus plus z, we are going to expand the brackets, small bracket inside it. Then 2x plus 2y minus z. Questions related to this method is, second question, part number 2 from question number 4, x into x minus 1 minus y into y minus 1, x square minus x, we will expand it first of all, minus y square plus y. Now separate the square value and the simple variables. X square minus y square minus x plus y. Now x square minus y square is directly indicating the third identity, so we will expand it, x plus y into x minus y. In minus x plus y, only minus 1 is common, so we will take it out and x minus y will be in the bracket. X plus y into x minus y minus 1 into x minus y. What is common in between them? X minus y. So x plus y and minus 1 will be combined in one bracket. I hope this step is clear to you. Again I am explaining. First we will expand the brackets by multiplying x into x minus 1 and y into y minus 1. Then you will separate the squared values and the simple values, applying the third identity, and then minus 1 into x minus y will be combined in one bracket. Now the third part from the same question number 4, 3x minus 243x cube. What is common? First of all we will check. So 3x is common, inside 1 minus 81 x square will become. Applying the third identity, 3x into 1 whole square minus 9x whole square. One time you will add and one time you will subtract. All are in a product form, so 3x into 1 plus 9x into 1 minus 9x is the factorized form. So the assignment for the day 4, you have to solve the questions from exercise 5.1, question number 3, third, fourth part, and question number 4, first to fourth part. Students, please focus on the work presentation and solve all the questions. Do practice on the daily basis. Let's have a short recap. We learnt about how to factorize the expressions of a square plus minus 2ab plus b square type. And second, how to factorize the expression of a square minus b square type. And you know all these are identities.